What? What, for a pint? Quid?
No problem with doing them having a quick frame each just to knock on table.
I wouldn't do it before 5.
Single frame, good enough for you, I think.
If you want to. If you want to. I'll move over.
Confident run and a confident strike there from Valencia. Brilliant turn of pace from Valencia. Gets the space to run into.
No, it's just like a Z track.
Yeah.
This time, slipping through towards Eunice. Now on the ball and Mkhitaryan. So far, 24 minutes gone almost.
You can't remember what
creative players on the ball in the right areas. Happy Goldberg is
Line basically
virtually a spectator of that.
and if it's really weird, maybe I can just get Andy broken this bit down the way for professional work. What's it over 5
Digger like, oh, mine's a triple G, that's a fucking bad.
United making it difficult for them to play. Compact United. It's been pretty much just a stereotypical away performance in Europe this season by Manchester United. Make a solid start, deny the opposition's place and control the game. They've been very good at doing that all the way to the final. Yeah, especially away from one. Been terrific, as you said. Controlling the game. The opposition sometimes more possession. United been the most effective team.
You tagged in it now, Stuart. Phil, you tagged in it, mate. Huh? Tagged you in link. So, that's yours, mate. Can't hear out through them, so you just need to talk into the microphone. So evening everybody, welcome to Savs Arena TV. We've got Stuart, Priestley and Phil Dutton in the EPA singles final. It's Paul Hopkinson in the commentary, joined by Ryan Priestley, who's obviously not going to be impartial at all.
Good evening.
So you don't really care who beats your dad, do you, Roy?
No, as long as someone beats him.
So it should be a good game. I think I've seen some of the posts on Facebook and people. I don't think anybody's backed Phil. Has there been a few backing him?
From my town.
I think we've got to be careful not to undersell Phil, because he's a good player.
Well, yeah. Last year everyone were saying that Yuki beat my dad, and
so it's, even though it's EPA, it's World Rules Break. So he's got the option to nominate, although he would have anyway at EPA, yeah. But it is a proper World Rules Break, which means that if you're going off, it's only one visit on the break. So Stuart's got to nominate. I'm just sorting the bits and bats out so I can do my computer as well. Evening, Roger. I hope you're well, pal. Stuart he's decided to take the reds, so confused Ryan how we change the colours.
I can't read that anyway.
He's absolutely no idea what's going on.
I can't see all apart from just a big picture.
He's sat here looking pretty.
Oh, I won't go that far.
Ish. Pretty-ish. So, I thought Phil might have covered the pocket there, unless he thinks he can get these. Which
Not sure he's only that one in the middle.
He's probably overscrewed that a little bit. If he landed straight on this one, he'd have been very happy, I think. So I think he might be just playing this one, just to plop it over the pocket. No, yeah, he has. I think it might have gone.
He went for that and tried to clear in yellow, didn't he?
Not bad, but I think the black landing outside cushion would have made life a bit difficult for him. It's left Stuart in a bit of a tough spot, actually. It's the old Chinese snooker. If it were me, I'd be thinking about playing this red onto the black ball to push the black ball further down, close to that there, put it in a bit more trouble. But knowing Stuart, he'll probably have seen some kind of finish. That's certainly not it.
I don't really know what he was trying to do there.
I think it was more a containing shot. So if you look at his left fill, he's not left him a great deal of options. There's a similar shot on here to the one that I've just called in previously, but with the yellow, you could play the yellow off that cushion into the black and push the black down towards here. But it's not easy with the hampered queuing, so he might just nestle. Just made sure he's covered that pocket. It could be a bit of a mistake, that EPA rules, because you can just keep touching the red and make him play the ball.
Make him go for it.
Yeah, make him play that ball over the pocket. So 17 here watching, so feel free to join us on the chat as well. We've got the chat open. Let us know who's there.
We're getting them both out.
Yeah, so Stuart's just trying to develop both his balls. He's got to be a little bit careful here, because
The black's still awkward, isn't it?
the black's awkward, but he has left Phil a bit of a chance. Now, he could, I don't think he's seen it, but he could have played off that one to try and come round and cannon the black. And if he'd have done so, if he'd have come off it, if he'd come and cannoned the black, the yellow ball that he'd have just played would have gone into the middle. So it'd have left him a clearance. You see, there was a bit of a chance there. That's why I say you've got to be a bit cautious when you bring all your balls out, especially against somebody like Phillips. If he'd have seen the shot, he'd have played the shot. Well, that's a sensible shot. Yeah, it's probably about 2 or 3 shots later than I think he probably should have played it, but it works. It definitely works for him.
Not clever for my dad with that. I'm surprised he's done something like that.
He's watched me play a lot now, though, so he knows he's got to start fudging, hasn't he?
It's cluster of balls now, though, isn't it? You know,
it is, but it's also you think at EPA rules, it's a bit of a snooker trap as well.
Yeah.
So there's ways and means, isn't there? The only thing you've got to be cautious of when you've got a cluster like that is they're all above the black now. You've got to somehow develop them so that you can get beyond the black. Got a good cue ball there.
Yeah.
Should be a relatively easy escape for Phil. I don't think he'll have too many problems getting out of this one. It looks like a one cushioner. Yeah, it would a relatively easy one. I think Stuart's kind of got to make something happen with these reds here. Because the longer he leaves it,
he needs to make at least one of them go, you know, somewhere, don't he?
He's got to be developing, yeah. He can sort of half take a risk and half give Phil the chance of playing some of the balls, putting some of his yellows.
I don't think Phil will, though, will he? Once the black's there, surely he won't.
That's a clever shot. The problem is for Phil, he's nowhere really that he can get a meaningful snooker.
And they all go now, don't they, really?
Yeah, by putting the red next to the black there, is what is effectively done. Stuart is stopped a chance of a double as well.
Yeah.
So he's thinking quite a bit, which...
I think he'll be going for it again, do you?
Evening, Sean McGee.
I should have brought my glasses with me.
I think you ought to start bringing them with you when you're playing pool, Ryan.
Well, I'll need some of them, like, some snooker ones, like the boys.
Get some Dennis Taylor.
Yeah, Dennis Taylor, that's it, yeah.
Get some contact lenses in, mate.
Oh. I spent an hour with a nurse trying to get them in. Get the contact lenses.
I was just going to say, can you clear that up for us a bit? He's only really got one chance of a... He's only really got one chance of a snooker. So this area down at the bottom of the table, the nearest to... the yellows are too nearest to each other. I think that is probably his only chance of a snooker, really. That could be a meaningful one, but I can't see how he's going to make it more than that.
I don't leave him at the top end of the table either now. He'd have to be up there really, wouldn't he?
I can't see how he'd leave him more than a one cushion escape, which you wouldn't imagine.
Not a struggle with that, is he?
Get off your phone while commentating. We're not on the phone, do you? I think that's just voices that you're still hearing in your head, buddy. Evening, Ash Harper. You alright, mate?
Doesn't look it, but inside that goal means an awful lot to Jose Mourinho, despite the fact that he was pretty much unmoved when he got at the back of the net. Well, if they could have written it before the game started, this is probably what they would have written down. Approaching 35 minutes, no real threat.
He's got a bit cautious here.
He's got to go for it.
Pretty much right from the off.
Yeah.
When he talks about possession, modern football.
It's okay. He's trying to just ensure that Phil can't go for a finish that's easy to get the black out.
Yeah. That black's really... He's going to struggle getting that out.
The thing is, Stuart's also going to struggle getting it out. Stuart needs Phil to pop the balls over this bottom pocket. Phil don't want to be falling into that trap, really.
Keep going for some snooker.
He's done well to keep that out. He's done very well to keep that out. Fair play to him for that. I don't think it was easy to keep out at all.
17 years old. Good the ball when proposed.
That's actually a better shot than it looked, because both those reds now go. Previously Stuart's red didn't go. I can see a snooker coming on.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one though. This is where you're going to rely on a bit of good touch. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks pretty good. I do think it should be a fairly simple one cushioner again, but it is pretty good. And the thing is, he's a lot thinner than he intended.
Yeah, I think he was
definitely a lot thinner than he intended. The problem Phil's got now is how does he stop Stuart from finishing here?
If he pops this, what's he going to do? Could be alright.
It's not bad. Have you recovered from weekend yet, Digger, anyway? A tough skull this last weekend, wasn't it? We didn't end up getting... We said we were going to go back to Junction on Saturday night after the game, and we didn't end up getting back there. We were down here till quite late. And then we all dived onto, I say we all, me, Tilly, Stuart and Dan Matt dived onto Lala's for a curry then.
Yeah, he paid for it all, didn't he?
Yeah, he'd won a load of brass, so he says, come on, I'll treat you all to a curry.
Kaylee wasn't happy.
Yeah,
She might be watching now.
I bet she won't. I just said to him, do we need to keep that quiet or not? And he says, yeah, don't tell her.
She found out straight away because she were having a go at, she was shouting at me about it.
So I'm just remembering that Stuart is recovering from a broken arm as well. And he was trying to lean over and bridge left-handed then. I think getting rest out's a better idea. So he's forced his hand, he's got to go for a clearance. So Phil's done well to force him to have a go. And I think Phil's only hoping this frame was to force him to have a go and hope that he didn't get out. And he ain't done. And look, that black goes now, so one good pot here from Phil and he's in the lead. Yeah, loved it, Digger, mate. Really enjoyed it. Notwithstanding mine and Stuart's singing as well.
Oh, did you go to the junction then?
Yeah, I went to Digger's surprise meal.
Yeah.
And then I called up at junction and Digger and Ange came up a bit later on then. So we had a decent night in there.
Yeah, it looked alright. I saw a picture on Facebook and that, yeah.
Oh, I think he's made the wrong choice there. I think he had to go up table. I think
force it then.
Yeah, look, he's got perfect shape on this one in the centre pocket. But I think he should have probably just taken that one into there. I know it wasn't an easy shot. It wasn't an easy shot, but it was. I think it probably was the right
option,
one. Yeah, I think it probably was the right one.
And that, he didn't have to force it or anything.
He's tried to create an angle, which is why I went cushion first. But look, it's first frame. It's early days. He'll obviously settle down into a match, and I think he'll certainly think that this is one that's got away. If Stuart does finish these. It was gorgeous, mate, at Curry, yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Where did you go?
Lala's.
Oh, Lala's.
Well, Friday we went up to, I can't remember what the name of the place where Diggers were, and Saturday we ended up in Lala's. We were just going to go home, and then your dad says to us, come on, we'll go for some beer. Anyway, looks like Stuart's just about to take the first frame. Ooh, just crept in. Want an easy one, that. He snuck in. I know that Digger's eyeing that Stuart up for an easy game right now. I'm only messing, Dig. How long is it till your game?
Sanchez didn't realise that Marcus actually was so close behind him. Almost put the cross there again. Lucky, very lucky. Chested back to Onana. It was too short to take a touch.
Kaylee's watching then.
Two slow fires, not penetrating. Chris Smalling, 2019 himself, Casper Goldberg, 6 goals for the Europa League this season. He's the top scorer in this competition for Ajax. See Lady in there.
No appearances. Never will be. Been investigated for match fixing that.
Sorry, Ray, I was just away for a second. Who's on what?
Kaylee, Lucas and Kaylee are watching.
I'm not sure whether this
Phil tried a clever shot. He tried knocking that yellow. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't quite
Tried
see
flicking
it.
that yellow out. I'm not sure how he is.
No, he's not left the easiest of openings.
Testament, isn't it, to the backroom team of Marco Vermaas in particular, the technical director at Ajax, the entire squad here. That's £40 million.
So evening, Kaylee, I hope you're well, love.
Major European final with all this talent on show. Just shows it can be done if you go about it the right way. Have a bit of patience.
Clear philosophy. Very good one at that. Philosophy. Too much possession in this game. The negative.
It is a good shot by Phil, that. Well, it is a good shot by Phil. He's not left an easy one to help.
Big achievement just being here.
And it's, by playing a good shot, he's forced himself an opening. This is why I said up front, you can't afford to take Phil for granted, because Phil is a good player.
Oh yeah.
And there are a lot of people, I think, were underselling him on Facebook earlier on today.
You don't get to the final if you're not a good player.
Absolutely not.
Especially in this format where you've got to win.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't give you out for free, don't Phil? He's a really tough player to beat.
I haven't really seen him much.
I've had just not played any races against him or anything. I've just played the frames of local league against him, and he's always been a difficult player to beat. He knows the shots and he plays them well. Yeah, it's Sean. If something goes down off the break, yeah, if you've potted one of each off the break and you nominate, then you're on whichever you nominated. If you've potted a red off the break and you nominate yellows, you've got to put a yellow to be on it. I might have played that with a bit more conviction actually. It did have to come out of there, definitely. But I thought I might have seen him play it with a bit more conviction.
That is how it is in middle. It's in middle of the table now, it's better there than on the cushion.
That's his game, though, isn't it? There's no players that have more dribbles in Holland this season.
Wonderful dribbler, technically very gifted unit.
Well, there's the half-time whistle, and it's Paul Pogba's deflected goal that separates the teams. Davinson Sanchez with the unfortunate touch on the ball that lifted it over the goalkeeper, and it's Manchester United who lead at half-time in the Europa League final, playing for a place in the Champions League next season. Half-time here in the first arena in Stockholm. 1-0, Manchester United won.
It looks like your dad's getting better at tactical battles here, right?
He keeps saying he can do it nowadays, but
It's a bit of a surprise, isn't it? But yeah.
whenever we play, he just clears up, so we don't really need to play tactical.
No, to be fair to him, he has learned that side of it.
He's practicing moves that.
So then everybody that's on chat, predict your winners. Who do you think is going to win this one, Stuart or Phil? Evening, Rhino. Are you well, pal? Look at that Rhino joins and his viewing figures jump up by 3. Is it me or is that some kind of crazy coincidence, that right?
Kaylee.
Evening, Mr. Camplin. Oh, let's drop back down now, Rye.
Normally drop.
So, do we think he's going to go for the clearance?
Yes.
I think if he was going to play safe, he'd have put that ball over the pocket. It's all about this plant then for the finish. I'll tell you what, he won't be disappointed with that. No. He won't be disappointed with that at all.
I don't know where Phil can leave it here, really.
He wanted to get the finish, obviously, but he's not going to be too devastated by it. Phil, he's seen the right shot there at Phil, just not quite hard enough. If he'd have hit that harder, that'd have been a really good shot. Yeah. Evening, Marwood, you alright, love? You enjoy yourself last night? I don't think he wanted them both to drop, but he's not going to be too disappointed with that.
I don't think
It shouldn't really change much. He should still be able to get good enough shape on this clearance. It might not quite have the right angle actually. He might have to take
one in the middle.
He might have to take the one in the middle first. Yeah, he's doing. Yeah. And he's tried to pinch because he didn't have the right angle, and that's what happens when you try and pinch. Looks like he's feeling pressure a little bit to Stuart at the moment.
He needs a couple more paddocks down him and he'll be alright.
Look at that Rhino straight into flirting. He's such a tease, is that lad. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Rhino's usually my partner in crime on commentary. He's one of the good guys, he's Rhino, definitely. I don't want to go behind black, that's okay, that's okay. He's got a big pocket, he can screw it off the cushion if he wants, or he can play the one at the bottom of the table. I might be tempted for middle myself, but
yeah,
that's a nice shot. He's played that very well. He's just got to give himself a shot at the black. This looks good. This looks very good. They'll be very happy with that, will Phil?
Yeah. It's like 1-1.
It does. I think, to be honest, Phil's good value for it.
Oh yeah, it could have been 2-0 to Phil.
I think it's probably. I think Stuart probably counting his blessings actually that he's not 2-0 behind. If he isn't at the moment, I think he certainly will be when he watches it back.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'll be disappointed there that, you know. What? He had to try and pinch it to hold it, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm open to bribes, Roy. Definitely. You down this Saturday for the big one, right? We've got a big game coming up Saturday night. Danny Palment and Rob Calderwood.
Oh, I think I'm out this Saturday. Yeah.
That should be a beauty. That should be an absolute belter. Last time Danny played down here, which was probably about a month ago, he was so clinical. He played absolutely phenomenally. He was playing against Paul Gore.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Paul's a really good cueist, a really good snooker player. But Danny he was phenomenal on the day.
I backed Paul as it happened.
Yeah. So you were pleased then? Nice one, right? So we've got Dream Team back in commentary booth on Saturday night for you all. No disrespect, right?
Oh no, it's all right.
Might be replacing you with another Ryan. But he is much cuter than you, though. I've got to say.
Definitely better looking than me.
Oh, what did they give for another inch on that?
Yeah, another inch.
No silly comments, please. I don't want to give for an extra inch. Yeah, if he could have got that just over pocket there, I think that would have a massive frame changer. There's actually, I would just say there's actually a clearance on here, and I fully expect Stuart to go for it.
100% going for it. I don't know. Looks like he's thinking about something.
Can't see what his other options are. He could try and cover the pocket. I don't see value in that.
That's not his game, is it? Unless he has to.
He's playing his hardest ball first. He's got a massive kick there. He's got a huge kick. That cue ball's left bed at table. We can watch replay here and see it. That cue ball's left bed at table by a good 2 and 3 millimeters. Easy. It's just absolutely flown up in the air as that cue ball.
If you had to play that shot now.
I usually think that he does pick a lot of good routes, but on this occasion I don't think that was his best shot choice. I think Phil might be a bit disappointed with that though. I think he wanted to go for the clearance there. It's just not quite there for Stuart at the moment.
He's been on fire as well. I mean, he's broken dish 3 or 4 times today.
Sometimes though you can do that to yourself, mate. Sometimes you can go in and think, I can't possibly lose this, and then all of a sudden.
I don't think he'd ever go into a match, not even against someone like me or.
No, but all of a sudden it just doesn't work out for you. I don't think it's necessarily too much of overconfidence. I think it's probably psychologically. You know you're playing so well.
And everything you do wrong, it gets at you then, doesn't it, as well?
And Phil's got a good chance to get out here. The 2 reds are causing him a little bit of a problem. I would just about to say, I wouldn't have been disappointed if that had sat over the pocket there.
There's only these 2 really.
Yeah, the 2 reds that are down in sort of this area of the table here, they're the ones that are going to cause him a bit of a problem.
He's giving
again, I see this as another.
Yeah,
I see this as another chance for Stuart. And do you know what? He can't afford to be giving these chances when Stuart's missing a few. These are the ones where you've got to be punishing Stuart. Remembering that Stuart is the reigning singles champion. No idea what pea soup's on about. Sorry, mate. My brain's fried today. It's been too warm for my brain. I probably did say something, and it probably was totally relevant, mate. But honestly, my brain's fried. You won't be happy with that. He won't be happy with that, and I can see Phil getting another chance at this table here, and
His only option.
I'm going to call it now. Yeah, I'm going to call it. Phil's going to go 2-1 up here.
I think he's looking at covering pockets. His only option, really, isn't it?
Yes, flower. I know you. Never asked it. Typical Jew smart driver, isn't he? I haven't paid for it. It's tight as a duck's posterior. So tight he squeaks when he walks. Phil's still got a good opportunity. No, look, if he cuts that into the centre pocket there, he's developing that with balls over the pocket. I told you I called it. Oh, that's unexpected. He's let. Well, there's no two words about this here. He has let Stuart off the hook again.
And Carl brings you the best prices from their network of dealers. You just choose which one to buy from. With you in the driving seat. So and try it today.
I'm not sure that he wanted to cannon the black, but it should be okay. I think the black still went into the corner pocket, so I can't see why they tried to. Oh, that's not a good shot. No, I think he's got a double. I don't think he's got a cut. This is what he's faced with. That's the shot that he's got. Now, how do you like those apples? I think it may double. Mark Driver's just been stood next to us and showing us the size of his tiny manhood, like that. For those of you that can't see me in the commentary booth, it was about 0.5 millimetre. He's basically had to try and pot it there because he knows he's in a lot of trouble now.
That would ball with that.
I think Phil now he doesn't have to go for a clearance. He can snooker him. It's whether he chooses to or not. I'd be looking to probably lay snooker behind this ball here.
Yeah, that's where I'd have
That's your. I think that's your obvious one. But there's nothing to stop him. No, there's nothing to stop him going for it. That's there. He's just got to mind his work a little bit when he starts getting down to the business end of this clearance. If he is going for a clearance, because these two here, you've got to get perfect on.
Yeah,
if you get wrong on one of them, you don't get on the other one. So you just got to mind his work a little bit. He's played the snooker instead.
Yeah. Probably
a sensible choice, and that shows you how difficult these two were down here. If this one in particular was over this pocket, there's no doubt in my mind that Phil was straight down going for that finish then.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he didn't go for it really.
It's a good contact there from Stuart, but it's left Philly exactly where he wanted to be. That he can go for the clearance here for free. Now for me, pop that one into there, and you play this one in or over. If it goes in, you've got the clearance. If it's over, it's still a good result. Ooh. I must fancy getting back down the table. Look, everybody sees the game a different way. I think he's alright there though, I think he's giving himself the right angle. That looks just about perfect, that's a lovely shot from Phil.
Bump it off now, innit?
Nice shot. So this should be 2-1 to Phil. No, I think driver's not going to wear his shorts ever again.
What's that?
He had his shorts on last night with his socks pulled up, didn't he? Nice shot there from Phil.
Good shot.
Look, whilst Phil's got the upper hand, he's going to keep turning the screw. It looks like everybody's going for a sig, including me, Ryan.
Yeah.
So we'll be back joining you in the commentary in a couple of minutes. We're just having a quick break. There'll be a couple of minutes, just a quick puff, as Mark Driver would say.
Hello. Man United, don't stop. They'll be dancing to the red, they'll be pissing up their legs. Fuck off! That's me like that. Fuck off, get out of the house and live with somebody else. Go on, Rashford. Come on, son! Get up, chase it down again. Disappointed.
Mark, you're repping. As we're about to get back, no, we can't put Stuart on commentary yet because he's too sober for it. Stoner only commentates when he's full of beer. Plus, we're watching Manchester United. So that's an obvious tactic there from Phil. He's played a soft break-off shot as an obvious tactic there, I think, to get Stuart involved in the tactical battle, which so far Phil has definitely had the upper hand in. So right from the outset, and when I joined John commentary earlier on, I said that there were a lot of people writing Phil off in this. You can't write him off because Phil is a good player. He knows what he's doing. And underrate him at your peril. I've had plenty of battles with Phil. I know what he's capable of. I know he's a good player. Denmark on fire. Evening, Denmark. Ryan back with us now.
It's working.
Are you pleased about how your dad's going so far?
There's still time yet.
This for me is the key shot to the frame. This has got to come out right. This is he's looking at the angle. He's looking at his next shot. He's wanting his cue ball somewhere here.
Yeah, so he can.
Whether he can get there or not is a different matter. That's where he wants his white ball.
There, can he?
If he unless he's up bottom, Johnny just tried to go into it now.
Well, he's not a chance.
The problem is it's got a lot harder. It's not quite the right position. I think he could have. The reason he didn't want to play the split from there is because he couldn't get the pace into the cue ball. If he had the opportunity to get the cue ball, what I said, and if he'd have played the pot into the corner, he'd have been able to get the pace into the cue ball to make sure that he split that pack up nicely.
I mean, it has split up alright. It's just
this shot's tough.
Shot, innit? There.
It were always tough. It were always a tough shot. And look, hats off to him for having a go for the finish, but it's not falling easy. The only thing I see is a potential snooker here. Yeah.
I think he's got it on here, I think.
Why were you sweating your titties off, Dan? Did somebody tell you you're around, mate? Could be in trouble here, could Stuart, because I won't imagine Phil's going to let him see one of those yellows again.
He might get back in behind and snooker him again here, though.
But look at all the reds that he's got to aim for.
That's the thing.
Digger was on his half day. Every day's a half day to you, Digger.
At least he goes to work every day. My dad, he never goes, my dad.
That's what happens when you get to the position that he's in, though. Wonky arm and Alzheimer's. Being the boss.
Is he trying to squeeze this through? Oh no.
He's just
I
trying.
thought he might have tried to hit that a bit harder and get it across on point.
I think he was trying to get the cue ball behind you, the yellow ball, but he's left full opportunity to either attack or defend here. Look, I think Phil's going to play snooker here.
Yeah.
I might be wrong though, he might attack.
Yeah, snooker.
Well, he's got the snooker. I don't think he'd be pleased about having the two reds next to each other, but he's got the snooker, which was the main goal of the shot. So apologies if you're a Man United chant in the background. There's not a great deal we can do about it. It's Chris Stoner just needs a gag. That doesn't look a bad shot. That doesn't look a bad shot. It looks quite a useful shot. I think Phil can afford to have a little go at that one. Or if he wants to just hit it slightly off full ball and just screw his white back anywhere here, he'd be okay as well.
Looks like that's what he's doing.
And it's in anyway. He's not really gone for the pot, he's gone for the cue ball, and you can see that the cue ball's in a perfect position for a snooker, so he's done what he needed to do.
Does the red behind the black? Does that go in the middle? I'm not sure it does.
I think you're snookering.
Yeah.
You're snookering here behind
The
this
wall.
behind the brick wall, and look, he's tried to play that quite cleverly, because he's tried to play that to develop his balls as well. So even if Stuart does get out of the snooker, Phil's balls are in a better position. He's looking at 1, 2, 3 cushions. So he's looking at somewhere there, into them.
Yeah.
Sorry about my wonky lines. I won't leave them on. I'm not John Virgo, but yeah, that was the shot.
Again, he's not left it too bad.
No, but I think you can still flick. You can flick off and bring your cue ball up here somewhere.
Maybe open that up as well.
And you get more reward for being long with this. He's a bit short with that one. He's a bit short with that one. Let's have a look over the overhead view and see what we can see. Didn't quite go. It's the first time we've started to see a bit of frustration coming out in Stuart. Phil's just trying to weigh out which is the right option here. How he's going to get a snooker. Well, he's not got a snooker. I think he's left Stuart the ball. Stuart not being cueing that great.
I can't see him potting in for these.
Even if he can make the pot, it's the position. It's the position that's vital here.
The only thing he's going to lead is the long back down the table. I'm not sure I can see it though.
It's whether they can certainly see that one.
Yeah.
To chop into there, can't they? It's a tough one, this. He's right to take his time.
Smooth player, so yeah, just right across the pitch. You want me to pay taxes, you say?
He's gone for the shot that I called, and it's not come off.
Does Phil go for it now? Or?
Well, he certainly has to fill the question.
He's going for it, I think.
But he's still got a problem area there, hasn't he? So that he's got to address now. Right, I don't think he goes for it now, if I'm honest. I think now you'll see a snooker. I think he had to make the pot. I think that was one of those situations where you had to make the pot.
Season 23, he's not had a sniff tonight. He's replaced by the young Brazilian David Neres, who was signed in February for just over £10 million. The first transfer fee of that size that Mark Overmars has sanctioned since he's been a technical director. And things have also set him on to see whether he can find a way through this very resilient and organised Manchester United team.
Second most expensive signing of all time, Traore.
I think it does though.
Something different.
Yeah, just for any of you guys that didn't know whether Phil's ball actually made contact or not when he played the roll up to the bed, we've just double confirmed that it definitely hit.
Did, yeah.
Definitely hit. It was close, but he played it perfectly.
Speed, it didn't look good, did it?
But he played it absolutely perfectly. And fair play to Phil. Phil's looking, to me, the favourite in this match now.
100, definitely, yeah.
Just got to mind his work. Now, I don't like playing the shot that he's about to play. For me, that into the centre's your ball. That's his ball, because he's always going to be on this ball.
Yeah.
Do they all go? No, do we see him go, or do we see him play safe?
He's not in the angle, has he?
Nice shot, that.
Yeah, good shot.
Now the question is, do you play the one below the black first?
I don't think I would, but
if you can cue a ball, do you play the one below the black first? No, he's gone for the snooker. Look, I don't dispute that decision. It's not a bad shout, and guess what? It's working for him so far. He's in the lead.
yeah, it's frustrating for Stuart, isn't it?
Yeah, I would imagine it is frustrating for Stuart, but this has all come from Stuart having a go at a clearance and not getting it.
Yeah.
So you can't knock Phil for doing what he's doing. He's doing it. He's doing what he needs to do, and he's doing it extremely well.
This is the way to beat my dad.
Would appear so.
You should know.
So what Stuart is looking at is now a possible two-cushion escape to go behind the yellow. But I think you've got to play it with a lot of side, so he'll have to load this up with side. He's looking at coming there. Actually, it might be three cushions because he's got a bigger target to get his cue ball somewhere there. Straightest line I've ever drawn on this stream.
You need to leave it on now just to watch.
And it's not got the right line on it. Frustration again. Well, obviously, Phil will be taking the cue ball. He'll be playing this ball into this corner to leave the cue ball where that is.
Are you playing the yellow first?
Is he? Right, okay. I won't be doing that, but I suppose it is EPA rules. You can do if you want to. That's not my shot choice.
It's a difficult shot, isn't it?
It's picked two completely different shots to the ones that I called, but look, if he gets it in or over, it's a frame winner. That's a frame winner. It's a definite frame winner. There's still 2 minutes on this block, so you won't see any heroics here at all. I tell you now, this will be pocket weight on. Just look at that, and it's there. Oh, it's not there.
Still clips in, though.
I thought it were in all the way, but it does cut, so he's composing himself. Big frame, that. Big frame for Phil. So for those of you that doubted him before the match, well, the guy's capable, the guy's doing the business. Look at Digger stealing all my material. I'm busy drawing lines on for 3 cushions behind the yellow, and Dicky, who's never played a snooker in his life, he's trying to steal it. I don't think I've ever seen Digger play safe.
I was just thinking that. I don't think I have either.
Well, not intentionally, anyway. He might have missed and covered a pocket. Sorry, Dig, you know I love you.
It did.
Because we're sat. No, because we're sat.
From me, it looked like, because I think we both thought so, didn't we?
I saw it down and just saw it rock.
Yeah, from where we're sat, you can't tell.
And as I walked past, it looked touchable. I didn't go to the check because I was confident at the end of it. I wasn't sure I had a lot to touchable.
So Digger has seen people snooker, so just clearing that up. Digger has not laid a snooker in his life, he's seen other people do it.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we're clearing that up for everybody there. So Phil's only 2 frames away from being singles champion. Stuart's got it all to do.
Well, if Phil wins 5-1, I wonder if Mark will still buy me a pint because I got the score right. Just not the player.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you should have called player as well.
I did just put the score in though. I didn't say a name.
I think, Sean, what Dan's probably saying is these rules kind of they don't necessarily favour the player that's got the most attacking ability. So if you don't get rewarded for attacking, whereas at black ball rules and at world rules you get a bit more reward for having a go at an attack and having a go at a finish. I'm not saying you get loads of reward because you come up against the tough players and they'll still know how to finish you off and snook you anyway, but you can get some cheap easy snookers at the EPA rules. I think that's what Dan's referring to.
He needs these. My dad needs these, else if you don't clear up here, that's it.
I don't want that to bounce. I had a big bounce there. I didn't want that to bounce. Yeah, I think Dan's probably summed it up quite a lot better than I did actually, because I probably went a roundabout way of summing it up. So yes, he's just got a little bit out of position, and look, he's about 10 inches out of position.
getting enough time to react really. Yes, could be that. I think it's the clearest opportunity that I had to somewhat to break down Manchester United. Ziyech and Van der Beek over the ball. Bit of organising here for Sergio Romero to do. That's going to be wonderful level. Ziyech. Similar to Di Maria.
This game with snooker, he has left a pot. Don't know what. Can't really tell how good the angle is as to what kind of position you can get.
As if he's going for one in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, but it's what position he can get after this.
I think he's going to knock that one. Yeah.
He's going to feel a little bit hard done by on that, I think. Unless it plants.
I don't think it goes past the red.
No, it doesn't go past the red, so he's just going to feel a little bit hard done by, I think, by that.
Oh, shot.
That's a tremendous pot. He deserves a bit of luck for that, to be honest. He deserves a bit of reward for that. I think he's just about got it. Now this is where your queuing comes into it. Nobody wants to play that ball into there. Nobody does. So if you're not going to play that ball into there, for me that is the shot. For me, you've got to play it into there and push it through off the cushion and bring the cue ball back out. It's just nobody wants to do it. It's not an easy shot. And you had to push through. You had to push through.
Does that go through? Obviously not by his reaction.
Obviously not. You had to really top off the cushion. You had to top off.
Doing that, it's so hard to get the pot, even for someone, even for the top players.
It wasn't an easy shot, but the one next to the back wasn't an easy shot either. And it's leaving Stuart in a lot of trouble here. I don't think the escapes is worry. I think it's what happens after the escapes. Oh, I was wrong. He's given 2 shots to Phil. And there's 2 shots for him just to run them all out.
You've got to think he'll clear up now.
I think with 2 visits, it puts him in a very prominent position to finish. I disagree a bit, Digger. I think we've got to just have a bit of a defensive game rather than none. I think that's kind of important. If you look at your very, very best, I mean your pro players, what they do is they attack and they will go for the clearance as soon as they get opportunity. No. The thing is that they get the cue ball where they want it, they get the patterns right more or less every time. But if they get in a tough spot, they know what to do when they fall back on that tough spot, and that's the most important bit. Nice shot from Phil there. Nice shot from Phil. He's striking the ball really confident.
15 minutes of the final to go. Manchester United closing in on victory, closing in on this trophy for the first time.
And that's a very good shot. Second visit, so that leaves Phil just needing a frame and Stuart needing 4, so He's got to loosen himself up a little bit. Stuart is.
I think he tried there and then he got unlucky, but
Yeah, but the pattern so far in the match is that Stuart's gone for it first every frame. If he does watch it back, which I think he probably will, because he likes to see where he's gone wrong, I think he'll realise that he's gone for it first every frame. It's not.
I don't think
it's not bad.
It's not a bad thing.
If you get him, but he's only gone 1 in 5, hasn't he? And Phil's punished him for the other 4. And that's not taking anything away from Phil. Please don't get me wrong. Phil's played really, really, really solid, and is deserving of the lead as well as Phil.
Oh, definitely deserves it. Right, it could have been over already. It could have been 5-0. The one frame my dad won it. He probably should have lost.
Yeah, it was more of a steal than anything else, wasn't it?
He's got to get these now. The yellows are all open, more or less open. I'm surprised he didn't go yellows.
I think he's not quite where he needed to be again, right?
No.
I think he needed to be on that ball, and he's not.
Don't know. Did he miss that or did he?
I think he's gone for the cover, but I'm not convinced that was a pocket that needed to be covered. With this yellow up here, he has got a good bit of control on the table, so it's not a total disaster having a bit of coverage down here.
Yeah.
But
Do you think he'll cover the pocket now? No.
I thought he might. I thought Phil might have tried to play this ball across, but it depends on what angle he had, to be honest. If he had an angle that was going to take him into the red or the pocket, obviously he would.
Yeah.
He's played that well though. He's got behind it. That's what they need to do in that position, outside of the ball. Oh, it's an unexpected miss. I don't think he needed to stun that though. Yeah, from where he was, if he could have pushed through, I think he's missed a bit of a trick there. He could have probably gone this ball here into there. I think he'd probably missed a bit of a trick there. It's always hard to get over the line though as well in these kind of matches, so Phil will be trying his damnedest to get it done at the earliest possible time.
Dad wins a few frames and starts to doubt himself then.
This is the thing where you get the seeds of doubt into your mind.
The way he's playing, he's not going to get back into this game.
Well, nothing's impossible. I've been in bad situations before in matches, and it's all about your mindset. It's all about digging in, and to be fair, Stuart's got a tough mindset. Sometimes it is very difficult though when the demons start to set in. Again, I think he's missed a bit of a trick there. I still think he could have got onto this ball here from that shot.
He'll play cover the bag now, is he?
It's in or over. I think he'll be looking for. It's not quite right. only shot I can see really. I don't know whether he's got the angle for it. I don't know whether he can do it or not. As if he plays that cut back.
I think that's what he's doing.
It's a blind pocket though. That's looking good. It's just not hard enough. That one.
Okay.
Not a perfect line. You feel now Stuart's got to get these to stand a chance in it. I think this is a definite case of he's got to get them though now, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
there's no doubt now. I've said that for the last 3 frames, but this is it.
He didn't, I don't think he wanted the kiss, but it's not terrible. White ball's a bit looser than I thought. You don't usually see Stuart flinging white ball around as much. A lot of pull's psychological as well. We all know that Stuart's an extremely good player and a really good cueist. But in your mind, how tough are you psychological when you fall one down first to 5? What can you do?
He has got, you know, if he wins his frame, and
The problem he's got is he can't afford any mistakes. He's even got beyond the swearing stage now. He's just saying "oh dear" now, and that's how bad it's got.
he's dropped his chalk.
Dropped his lollies. I assume that Prescott's sucking down his eyes out.
Yeah, I think he is.
Prescott said score was 10-6, but I don't know to who. I'm guessing to Prescott. Evening, Laura. Yeah, so Phil has just got these to roll in for the match. Now it's easier said than done. If he composes himself, though, it's all about composure.
I think he'll get it now. He's been composed all night.
He's not hit it hard enough, though. That's the thing. That's what I say. It's all about composure.
Oh, sure, he can then. He's looked composed all night.
He has looked composed and settled, but yeah, he's not quite got there, has he? It's not to say that he might not get another chance in this round. He might well do. Now then, this is
things like this.
This is tough. This is tough to get really good on the black. And that's why he's played it with all that row inside. And do you know what? He's got away with it. He's played that with it loads aside. But look where he's landed his cue ball. It's just not.
Yeah.
Is it way too thin? Is it way too thin? The cut. He's landed his cue ball in no man's land. He's apologised to Phil for that, but yeah, I fully expect him to be snookered. Either on the back of his apology, I fully expect him to be snookered. I've got a feeling this could be the end of the match now.
This is the worst I've ever seen him play.
He's coming 2 cushions to try and pot it. That was probably his only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who your dad is. He's also on the committee. Good mates with your dad. Whoever that is. Right. Now then, this is for free. The red ball's in the middle at top cushion. You've got a free chance for the match. The most important part of this shot now is that black ball must be sat over that pocket if it don't go in. So this is pocket weight, no heroics.
Yeah, he did it right.
He's overcut it, and he's probably put it about worst place he could have put it as well. Because he's left a pretty. He wants to leave his cue ball there. That'll do. He's got the cue ball good enough. Now Phil had a golden opportunity. I really know your dad. Shall we say yes, he's famous? Yeah, I really know Nick Prosser. Yeah. Oh, cue ball's in, so this could be.
If you don't clear it from here, then
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm backing Stuart to dish these.
I think he'll miss this. Put it down, cushion.
Yeah, I think he's getting these.
Go on, Dad.
So Ryan, completely impartial in the commentary box, shouting, "Go on, Dad."
Well, there's no one else supporting him, hardly.
Yeah, you tell your dad he's famous. Tell him Paul Hopkinson. Paul Hopkinson, he knows Paul. So 25's at William Hills. I'm going to go for a cig. So I'll be back in a minute.
That's all I cared about. They weren't that careful.
When's nominated? Where did you put
Looks like Stuart's set out to attack these.
He has all night.
There we go, the black's just awkward. His biggest difficulty, if he's going for the clearance here, is getting onto the black. Because for me, he wants to be
Needs
about
to be
there.
down there, yeah. Got to be.
For the black, so that he can just take, so he can just play it into that pocket.
It's not that hard, you know. For I mean, I say not that hard, but I won't be able to do it.
Oh, so it is that hard. That's okay, is that?
Well, I won't say that.
The most important thing is position for the ball.
Left himself straight there.
I think he might have got a bit of a kick on that, to be honest.
More or less dead straight on it. This is a tough shot now.
This is one where you've got to get position.
Yeah, he's back.
I don't think he's on that.
Oh, maybe
He's
not.
got, the only shot he's got here, I'm telling you now, is a double. He needed that cue ball there.
Yeah.
And look, there's not much difference between where it is and where it's landed. Where he wanted it, but if he plays that black, he's knocking that
Yeah,
down.
100%. Yeah.
So he's got to play a double. The biggest difficulty is getting the cue ball out of the way.
I thought that would have been.
He's nailed it.
Played
He's
Dad.
nailed it.
Didn't think he'd get that.
So finally, we've got a bit of a final in our hands now. We've got Stuart needing 2, Phil needing 1. So the question I'm going to ask, right, do we think that Phil's going to regret not putting that black over the pocket in the previous frame to this and putting it safe on the bottom cushion?
Yeah, I think it was a crucial mistake, wasn't it, really?
I think it was certainly a match win. If the difference between the block landing over the pocket and landing where it did, I think cost Phil the frame.
Oh, definitely.
And on the back of it, it's cost him 2 frames. So Phil's, again, he's not breaking them very hard at all.
He hasn't all night, was he?
No, and look, I don't blame him. A lot of the scrappy frames, Phil probably could and should have won.
They've all been scrappy frames apart from that last one, really, haven't they?
Yeah, and you look at the the first frame as well, which were pretty scrappy. That should have really gone in favour of Phil as well.
Definitely.
To me, Phil has had the chances to win this 5-0.
Yeah, I said that earlier, didn't I?
Laura Pross has got to go because she's watching Ben Dom and it's funny. Not as funny as Ryan Pearson's hairdo. It's looking like Stuart's going to have a go at the yellows. Now, attack or defend, right?
He will attack, I'm sure. I don't think he should do that. Nah. Hopefully he'll just...
Depends what angle he's got on this ball here. He would love to be able to pop this ball here, come off the cushion, and come into that gap there. If he could do that, then I'll guarantee he's going for a clearance. If he can't do that, there's no way on earth he's going for a finish.
I think that's what he's saying.
I think you've seen him taking a lot of time. He's looking at that gap there that I've just pointed out, and he's put his cue towards that gap, and he's looking, seeing whether he can get into that gap. He's just taking his time. He knows at the moment every visit could be his last visit to the table. He's not got the gap, and I don't think that's good. He's put a ball safe.
All he can do is now clip the other yellow over that pocket and cover that pocket maybe.
Yeah, he's not in good shape here. I think
Got to clip that
talking
over.
about is putting that over there.
Yeah, he's got to.
But it's possible.
Come for it.
The problem's getting worse now. The problem's getting worse because look where that red's gone.
Yeah.
So the problem is getting worse and worse and worse. So for me, I'm saying now that
Can he stop going for it now? If they've got this far, has he just got to go and try? There's no way, there's nowhere he can hide, is there?
this is the problem. It's where they can get onto this ball and where they can get onto the black.
If he can get onto that ball above it, and roll it through for the black.
Tough that, mate. It's
tough
very
shot.
tough.
What else can he do?
That's not the kind of shot that we're used to seeing from Stuart. And Phil will be pretty pleased to be back at the table now. It's a clever little shot here, you know. If you look at these here, if he'd have played that into that, the top one would have gone. I question that one.
Strange one, really.
Yeah, he's got to play it with a bit of conviction there, Stuart, if he plays this ball. Or his alternative is that he can try and drop behind the yellow on the cushion. Unlikely that we'll see Stuart play that kind of safety.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You get cushion halfway up with that.
It'd have gone in at junction.
Yeah, pockets are like buckets out there, mate. Oh, so if it's Chris Stoddard's team, Sean McGee, it's Jason Batley's team as well.
What's that, sorry?
I was just asking on the chat there. Yeah. Phil is now a huge favourite in this film. He's got a golden opportunity for the match as Phil. Well, there's never been a pocket there, Stuart.
He don't deserve to win, he really don't.
No, Phil's been the better player, and I think you'll find that Stuart will gracefully admit that.
Sure he will.
But look, Phil wants to guarantee it this area here, and if he decides to play the red onto the black and push the black to somewhere there, he can't lose. I'm a bit surprised by that. Play this into the centre pocket now.
Looks good.
And what's more, I would say, I think that this one might just creep into the centre pocket here. It might do. Cameras are very deceptive, mate. Cameras are very deceptive. I've been here before with these cameras. Let's put it this way: if it doesn't, it's definitely not round for the bottom part of the pocket. Surely not. He is going for the ball over the pocket. Well, he's got to get him if he gets this. That looks just about okay.
A bit of an angle.
You can push through,
Yeah.
kiss the yellow, and I think, well, kiss the reds, yeah, even better. Even better. That must go into the corner. It must go past the black,
I
surely.
think it does, yeah.
It does, but it's not played it with conviction. Well, there's 2 out of the last 3 frames. I didn't get an opportunity in one of them. 2 out of the last 3 frames. He's been his own worst enemy, as Phil. He's still got an opportunity, though. I still feel that, well, I don't know whether I'll be playing the clip actually. I feel that this one probably goes off the cushion, off this one and in. And I think you can get a good cue ball with it. It's
a tough shot though.
Like I say, it was shot before. It looked back on that. It was shot before. He didn't play with enough conviction. But he's still got an opportunity, so it's all about how he cues it. That's a terrific pot, and he's unlucky. That's a terrific pot.
The only problem with the white ball's good, it could have been snookered.
Yeah, I preferred going up table if you could, to the red next to the yellow ball. mean, the pot itself though was a great pot. There's no two ways about it. But I think we're about to go 4 apiece, and
is it Stuart's breaking final? If it's to go that way.
yeah. Perfect. So you have 2 shots just to dolly the yellow in and dolly the black in. And played that well to run it up on in the inside of the red.
Go on.
So Ric Flair as has been christened. Stuart manages to get level. So Chris Stoner with his 25-1 on this one is looking great for this. Stuart's just nipped for a quick refreshment break. Martin Driver says your pint of water might be looking good.
Did you backfill?
That's very philosophical, is that, Sean? You in a bit of a philosophical mood there, my mate. I think an easier way to sum it up, Sean, rather than getting all soppy and philosophical and things like that, is to say we're only here for the beer. Russ Abbott. Ric Flair, Russ Abbott. Sorry, Dan.
I didn't even know who Ric Flair was. I just kept getting called Ric Flair Jr.
He hadn't lived, has he, Ryan? Didn't even know who Ric Flair was.
But now it's a wrestler, is it? Is that right?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah. So, well then, what you calling everybody up deciding frame? We've got 39 of you watching. Tell us who wins.
That'd be 5-1. No, surely not.
Here we go, folks. Deciding frame, book itself in. For a big break, a world rules break though, so it's only one visit. I'll tell you what, it's not easy this.
Dan frame like this.
Dan won't like beer. No, he likes beer, don't you, Dan? Or gin. Or rum. Or Cornish pasties. There's a Cornish pasty.
Oh, he's from down there, isn't he?
He is, there's a Cornish pasty, Dan. Yeah, he has got out of jail a few times in this match, I think. I would go as far as to say 3 out of 4 frames Stuart's got out of jail.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And this is tough. This is tough for Phil. I think I'll find this ball will probably just sit there. Oh, go for it. Has he got that out far enough?
Not sure he has.
He
don't look happy with it.
I'll tell you what, if he's got on that, he's giving himself half a chance. The only thing that's slightly difficult is position for his next ball if that goes.
Okay, let's see if it won't matter. He's on the pitch with this.
I'll just try to cover the pocket.
This is the decision you've got to make, whether you're putting it over the pocket or whether you wait for the clearance. He's gone for pocket and he's got it.
I think that's the best he could do by the looks of it.
I think it's not a bad shot.
No, definitely not.
In the deciding frame, it's not a bad shot at all. The mistake that people often start making is when you start playing balls to try and get a safety.
No, I do that.
That's not what you do here.
Could he? On these two.
I think you can hit top one, full ball, bump that off cushion there and leave the cue ball where that is.
Yeah. I don't think he'd even seen that noise.
No, look, it's a tough spot. It is a tough spot, but you can't.
Yeah, definitely.
The safety shot is. The safety shot here is the key to the frame.
It's going to be another one of these frames though where Phil's been taking these frames out. This is what I disagree with potting balls. I can see his plan. I can see that he's thinking to cover that pocket. But I think he shouldn't be potting anything because it's going to cause him trouble. The more balls you've got on the table, the better you are. At the moment it's alright. The ball potted though and then he starts getting into trouble, I think.
Yeah, potting more balls will get you in more trouble. I think covering the pocket won't be a bad shout, but
covering the top pocket. The red's been more.
Covering this one. So you're thinking putting that up there. Yeah, he's got to get it though. That's the thing.
If he don't get it, that's it, isn't it?
It's not a bad shout. He's covered the block ball and he's got a good cue ball.
Yeah, that would.
Probably notice the cue ball is.
I think he can just get past that red, can he?
Let's have a look. Looks like he can, doesn't he?
To become acquainted with an old pal. They are back in the Champions League. As winners of the Europa League, Joe Day is certainly making
Right, now you need to find a way. You need to find a way of getting these out now if you're Stuart. How you go about doing it, not too sure, but if you can get these out in this visit, you've given yourself a really good chance in the frame. I think he could try and play this off the bottom cushion into it. He wants to hope to hit that half ball and then hit that one. He just tried to get a good light instead. He probably didn't think it was worth the risk.
And this is what world rules is.
It's where world rules is benefiting. Yeah, definitely.
Enhance your viewing with our award-winning app and feel like you're right there with our new VR app.
He's had a go at the snooker now, he's not quite got enough side.
Put another one big one from the cushion.
Exclusively live with these
Lucky with a good attempt at a snooker, isn't it? We'll put 43 of us watching the 10 station. It was a tough 10 Sundays. I'll tell Stuart he's like Mike's over here. I'll tell him straight after the game match. I don't think he'll be ever invited to his house again.
Plus, £5 cash I'll give you once just for having 2 direct debits. Plus, 3% interest on balance is £1,500, which isn't just a teaser rate that gets you fully after a year. So why not join TSB? No bank gives you more than money.
They're turning him off the cue ball or anything else. So
What we're trying to do now, leave it so that he only had.
I think on reflection, if he'd have hit that shot a bit harder, he could have actually got a snooker. So the swerve shot is through the pocket there from. This now puts Stuart in trouble because at any point now, if Phil can pot that one, he can stick the cue ball in.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you think, right, you're in trouble now. That's a clever shot. Somebody that's should have gone hard to play if you were absolutely right, but somebody that's probably
Don't play much of it.
not as tactically aware that EPA rules in the tournament, that's probably
I think in the league, I think he's only ever played one frame of EPA, and that was against Yuki.
Yeah, so that went well then.
I was mad because he put himself down by accident. On the wrong game.
Oh dear. This is all legs in one basket stuff now. This is what this is. By putting that ball on his eggs in one basket, he's got to get a meaningful snooker here.
If you can get him behind and force him to pop that ball, maybe. Is that what he's thinking, do you think?
For me, that's too easy for Phil.
Yeah.
And he's got all the hiding spaces up the top of the table for Phil as well. So I think that might have just handed advantage in this for him. Not a major advantage because where the block is, but it might just have handed advantage in this for him to Phil at the moment. Phil's got the slight upper hand, I think, in this one. Big target there, yeah, it was a big target there. So,
South Carolina sack.
that's how we
Could go my way, something wrong with it. There's no way Phil can go for it.
I don't think there's no way either player can go for it, that's the thing, so it's going to go on until somebody clears this pocket and gets two visits. He's got the cue ball in the top spot again. Do you know what? He'd give anything to have the cue ball the opposite side. Nice shot from Phil. They're not usually when you're breaking off a ball like that, but it's a nice shot. Well, that's actually getting better. He's getting the ball close together there, Stuart, which is going to give him a bit more of an option when it comes to a possible snooker trap.
Has he got his snooker there?
No, I don't think so. You can't queue that.
Oh yeah.
And the potting angle for it as well. Right, Phil can play this in a couple of ways. He can tippy tap it, or he can put this ball into
Try
there,
and get him behind.
screw the white ball back to there, pop this one, and get the cue ball up there.
He looks like he's going safe now.
I don't disagree with that shot. Purely on the back of on your eggs winning one basket. If you let me with that, I just called. Putting all your eggs in one basket is a very, very difficult thing. A tap on the table there from Stuart in appreciation. So
What a good shot with that.
business end of this final now, so it's gone from 4-1 to Phil to 4 apiece, and really twitchy decider. 50 of you guys watching us as well, so thank you very much for joining us. For those of you that are interested as well, scrolling across the top is a list of upcoming events that we've got. So starting this Saturday night, we've got a phenomenal game. Two top quality players, Rob Calderwood and Danny Pound. Back to this game. Forget me talking about other matches. Back to this game. The 10's twitchy decider.
I'm sure he will try and do what
I think his cue ball needs to live there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got to.
So I'll be looking at that off the cushion there.
Or are you looking to go into the black now? To go into the yellow?
No, he's playing the snooker.
He looked down the table.
He had to play the snooker. He's got the snooker, but I've got to be honest, right? I think he's left it too easy. I do think he's left it too easy.
Big gap though.
Yeah, he's going like that. He left a big time area. That was a problem with Phil's last shot now.
Worked out in the perfect time, really.
I'm sure that was all peaked at 54 now tonight watching us. So yeah, we have got the chat open as well, guys. So if you're on YouTube, if you click on the live chat option, you can quite happily talk to us. We don't mind being talked to, do we?
No, not at all. I haven't done much talking, so.
No, you've had to listen to that.
This is it, really.
This is it, it's not easy.
Does he snooker him again, or does he have to go and try and get the blackout? How does he get the blackout from here?
Well, to be fair, I've got an angle to do it now, but this is not the ball you want to play into the black. He's tried to lose himself the angle off the screen.
My dad's got to go for 2.
You can't go for clearance here, surely not.
I've heard that before though, and he's gone for it and got him.
I can't imagine Stuart going for clearance at all. I can't imagine him playing the yellow that's anywhere near the blackout over that.
That's his saving grace.
That's doing him all the favours. What he can do, a clever shot that I've seen. This ball here, flick off it. If you want to risk bringing the cue ball up there, no, it's risky because if you get it wrong, you develop the block.
Yeah, that's it, innit?
Other way he could do it is just flick off this side of it and send his cue ball into that one there.
Leave that one out.
But the problem is he's going to leave this ball over the pocket here and give Phil a chance of. Still left the ball over the pocket, which was always the danger. Now, as I say, the eggs are in one basket because he's basically said, right, okay, if you think you can get that back out and get it from there, good luck to you. If he does, it'll be a very good shot.
Yeah. He's not gone for it.
I'm not sure about that shot either, because he could find himself in trouble now. If Stuart can roll that one in, if he can pot that, he can get a really good snooker behind you. That's all he's looking for, he's looking for a one snooker, so that he can...
Is he going for it?
No, he's not going for it. He might be tempted to pot his ball because he's on it. This is the thing, you get the temptation to do it as soon as you get on the ball.
It's not helping him there, is it, that ball?
It's not opening there. It's not opening there, but he's looking at the clouds. Oh, he must be mad.
I hope he just snookers it.
Well, I don't know, I think he's...
He might be looking after.
They're going to be going for a finish here, won't you, Dick?
I think in a league match, or if it were 4-0, it would be. Yeah, it is anyway.
Well, this is not come out right. I'll tell you what, that's not come out bad at all.
There's no better person who can test the ball like him. The ball gets played and he can continue, bring the ball down on his chest and bring others into the game. He's not a finesse player. You can't expect him to bring the ball down on his touch and do a step over and run past people.
That black's hard though. Does he come into it or?
There's a problem is if you come into it, you're taking a risk.
He does a great job. I can't sit here and say that I think he's a true Manchester United player.
He's kind of a bit low, but it's a bit thinner on this yellow than he'd like.
He was just unplayable. That diagonal that you just bring down, nobody could hold any ball up, bring it down, and all of a sudden you're attacking 10 yards away from the goal.
He's missed. Handy enough.
Well, I hope Phil clears up because I think my dad's lost his tip.
The opportunity there.
You can't expect that when he's doing and do more stuff than he's doing.
Two cuts from the block, I can't expect him to get this. Just about got it right.
Yeah, well played.
I think to be fair as well, right, I'd say that Phil probably deserves it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I
think it could have been 5-0.
Probably the better player on the night. Not sure what mind me saying that, but I think it probably was just slight advantage. But yeah, good game to watch.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you guys down here soon for one of the games that we've got that's scrolling across the top. And that's going to be it from us. Just a quick reminder from the Spen Valley Pool League. The presentation night is next Wednesday night up at the Hightown. And then we will inform you at the presentation night when the AGM is going to be for the amalgamated leagues. So yeah, if you could join us for the presentation night next week, every team's got a trophy to play for. There's also going to be the small matter of the team knockout final to be settled on the night, so it'd be lovely to see you all up there. And that's up at the Hightown, and proceedings will start from around 8 PM next Wednesday night. So thank you very much for joining us this week, guys, and hopefully we'll see you up at the Hightown next week. Cheers, bye bye.